We're zooming. We're zooming. All right. If you guys are new to joining us, welcome into Lily and Rose. We are going to be doing a mix today called Luminous Petals. It is going to be an itty bitty rhinestone mix. It's going to be 4s, 5s, and 6s. So we've got the micro mixes, which are the 6s and the 10s. This is going to be 4s, 5s, and 6s. These are going to be the little guys. These are for doing detail work on your tumblers or filling in the cracks when you're doing a full like a scatter method on a tumbler, and you want, if you're one of those people that needs every tiny little nook and cranny filled, these teeny tiny little stones are going to fit that niche. But they're also coming in to be able to do something like this for stones. So this can be done with this style tumbler where you're just doing all the detail work can be done with any size stone. It's going to be personal preference where you go with sizes. For example, on my owl one here, you can see I've got some big SS20s and 16s in some of these gem spaces. And we've got 6s and 10s. You can see some up here, some larger stones. Oh my gosh, you guys, get over to Instagram. It is so different over on Instagram. I don't know what's going on. Instagram, you get way better sparkle than Facebook. I mean, I guess Facebook's sparkly. I guess it's zoomed in closer on Instagram. But you can see the different sizes are on there. But then when you're doing something really complex and really intricate, detailed, like the mane and the hair, you can go in with these little tiny, I did fix it. You can go in with these little tiny stones and get in there. You can see some of the bigger stones that I did as the little accents around. But all right, so this is kind of the concept of what you're going to be going with. It's around, but all right, so this, bringing up comments. Hi guys. So today is going to be an itty bitty mix. It is teeny tiny little stones. It is a half teaspoon portion, which sounds like a little bit, but I also wanted to do it in small portions. So again, similar to my other way of thinking is you can buy as many portions as you feel that you're going to need. If you're like, I'm going to need 2 tablespoons to do a whole tumbler, then get 4 packs. We don't want to hem you into having to spend, $15, $20, $30, $60, or whatever we decide to make it. We're doing this in little small portions, what I would consider like a single serving. I measured these out. I did like a half, I did a whole, I did a quarter teaspoon, and I just kind of looked and did the math on it, and just try to find a nice little sweet spot of inexpensive, decent amount of portion, what the portion size. And so, obviously, if you want more, just buy extra sets. You're not limited. We don't say 5 sets minimum or maximum. You can buy 15 sets. If you're like, I want to do this big, I got this new tumbler. Let me pick one. I got this new tumbler and I want to do all the daisies. I don't want to just do a couple of daisies. Then you can buy like 10 sets of these. Or you can say, I just want to do like one daisy, like super detailed out in rhinestones with like a really cool UVDTF decal on it. And then that one rhinestone, that one flower just sticks out, and you only need 1 pack or 2 packs. Hello. So you are in control of how many you get and how much you need. And buy what you need for your project and what you need. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. Now, let me tell you guys, I worked on this yesterday, and yes, I changed the plan for today. It was supposed to be something else. And then I was like, no, we're doing this. And I completely had to shift and like pull new designs and everything, because I like to throw everybody into a tailspin. But these are the tumblers that I chose for today. I told you guys I love these black background ones. Okay. Super pretty. You've got your fuchsias, purples, blues, kind of rainbowy colors into this tumbler. Now, like always, these tumblers also come, if you don't need the pre-sublimated tumbler, we sell them as a pre-sublimated tumbler, but if you don't need the pre-sublimated tumbler, we also sell it as a vinyl wrap, and you can wrap it, or let's say you think that this was the way that it should be up. Instead of this, you can wrap it however you want, or we sell it as a sublimation print. Okay, so you can buy the sublimation print or vinyl wrap, and you can wrap it or do it yourself at home. Okay, so that is the first one. It's this super pretty, vibrant floral. This I feel like would be stunning with these teeny tiny little stones. Yes. All right, second one up. I always pick a few tumblers that I think will do very, very well with whatever mix I'm making. It's not always exact, but I think that I try to go very similar in what I would choose. The next one is I love this. You will probably see this come. We have something launching next week, and you will probably see this kind of show up there as well because I love this phrase for all of my church girlies. Um, this speaks very loudly to my soul because you all know I've been through a lot. And this one has this beautiful like mandala, like lotus and um, butterfly and cross. And it says, "My worship is loud because my wounds were deep." And I love this one. Okay, so it says, "My worship is loud because my wounds were deep." But how beautiful is that? And it's got the pretty, all the jewel toned, pretty butterflies in there. Big, beautiful. Like I fell in love. I actually had Morgan create this. I had this vision in my eye, and this was not like a wrap. We made this happen. And so this, I just thought it was beautiful. So this one is my soul cup today. This is one where I made it for you guys, but I was really making it for myself because it makes my soul happy. Okay, so there's that one. Again, comes as a pre-sublimated tumbler if you want it. It comes as the vinyl wrap or the sublimation print. Okay, so let's say you were a scrapbooker. You can buy the vinyl wrap and use this for scrapbooking and cutting. You can make, if you have the notebook mold, you can make a notebook out of this and use this for your notebook. You can slice it very, very close along right there and turn these into two pieces and do the front and the back of your front cover for your notebook or whatever. There's so many different options. This also could be put on a shirt. You could cut this into two pieces and put it on a shirt, however you want. I don't know. Sublimation print, vinyl wrap. Okay. That is cup number 2. Okay. And then along those lines, I know that not everybody has been through what I've been through in life or has not trudged through the same trenches and, whatever. So that might not suit for everybody, but you love the concept of that cross. So the next one is just a gorgeous cross. I would want to make this for my Aunt Leanne or my Aunt Kathy. Beautiful. This is what the image looks like on the vinyl wrap. Cut it, ordering. Oh, you crack me up. Here we go. There we go. So it comes as a sublimation print or vinyl wrap. If you're new to sublimation and you're like, why does it look so muted? This is what sublimation ink looks like on sublimation paper. It will press out like this. This is what it presses out like. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yes. So this is number 3. And then I stumbled upon this, and this is for cross stitching. I think it's called not crocheting, needlepoint. I think it's called cross stitching. I can't think of the word. That's not even the right word. You guys, I'm going to show it to you guys, and you're going to know exactly what I'm saying. This is a very pretty, like, it's not woven, but peacock. Okay, this is it as a vinyl wrap. What is this called? Do you see what I'm talking about? Cross stitching, embroidery. It's embroidery. An embroidery kind of looking style of this peacock. It's super pretty. So that it looks like it's a peacock embroidered on this really soft kind of white rose fabric. And that's what it looks like. This would be absolutely gorgeous with rhinestones over the top of it. Okay, so that is the 4th and final pre-sublimated tumbler. So we've got all those pre-sublimated tumblers. They are also all available as a sublimation print or a vinyl print. Okay, then we have some new UVDTFs, a couple fun ones today. We have the wrap, and this one says less people, more dogs, and it says love is wet noses and wagging tails. It was me, I let the dogs out. All I need is coffee and my dog. Talk to the paw, crazy dog lady. Dogs are my favorite people. Peace, love, dogs. Stay away, stay positive. Positive. Dog hair, don't care. Home is where the dog is. Life is better with dogs. Let's potty. And then love. Okay, so it's a 20-ounce wrap. This would be really pretty, wrapped on tumbler and rhinestoned. So cute. Okay, so that is up. It's a 20-ounce wrap. And then we have our Standards. And it says, love walks on all four paws. Love walks on four paws. And this one is love with the paw print, the paw in the hand. This would be a really cool tattoo. So it says love and it's got the paw in the hand. Very cute. Okay, then love this one. Even baddies get saddies. Even baddies get saddies. Life status, currently holding it all together with a single bobby pin. Because that's my life. All right. So those are the new things up on the website. And then the itty bitty teeny weeny mix. The new rhinestone mix. Hold on. Burp. Hold on. It is called Itty Bitty Mix. Luminous Petals. We're calling it Itty Bitty. We've got Micro Mix and now we've got Itty Bitty Mix. When I said Micro Mix, I didn't actually plan on going any smaller, but now that I'm neck deep in the small ones, now I'm like, oh, I do really like the 4s and 5s as well. So the Itty Bitties will be 4s, 5s, and 6s, and the Micro Mixes will be 6s and 10s. Okay. Someday we may throw some 8s in there. I'm having my root beer of the year. Right, let's do this. So these are going to be very, very small stones. They're not the ones that are so small that you can't see. Those are the 2s. Those are so small I can't even tell if the rhinestone is facing up or down. So we probably will never do 2s because I can't see the 2s. We will probably, I would say 4s is probably as small as we're going to go. But you never know with me. I get wild. All right. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to start with, let's start with our blues. These are going to be our like Caribbean blues. And these are going to be in 4s and 5s. Okay, so we'll put our 4s in first. Keep in mind, these are very tiny stones. So these are going to be our little Caribbean blue stones. Okay, every single stone going in there matters. So I'm going to be very intentional with this. Sorry, guys. These are tiny, 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 and I want to make sure I get every single one in the bowl. All right, then we got this one. So that's why I said you're getting a half teaspoon, but it's a lot of stones in a half teaspoon because they're so tiny. Now, these can be mixed with other stones. So you can just pair these with some of the really pretty glass micro mixes, which are the 6s and the 10s. So you can take these 4s, 5s, and 6s and mix them in and pair them with another micro mix that's a 6 and a 10. I wonder how well seeing itty bitty stone will be placed. Not bad. I tried it. Very similar to a 6, but they're really pretty to do that gradual into a 6. Sometimes I feel like the 6 and the 10 have a big gap between them. These are a nice gradual, and sometimes I feel the 6 isn't small enough. Like when I want something in the tiniest tip of something, or to nest into the edge of something, to like, for example, let me see if I can show this on camera. Like for example, finding a good one, like right here. Like if I would have loved to have a 6 to put right in that nook to fit there, as opposed to it's just kind of, it's just kind of hanging out there because I didn't have one small enough to fit in there to where it would just flow seamlessly. Obviously, when you're looking at it from far away, you don't see that. But when you're making these and your face is up in the middle of them, you do notice those things. Your brain wants to like fix it. Like right here, a little teeny one right there, boop, would have been perfect. So I hope that was on camera. I can't. So that's what my hope is. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the 5s. Where's my little choice? Let me show you guys these. This is the These are we're having some issues. Okay. Jerry, I 1000% am just like you. If I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. I can't even see the tens. Yeah, sorry, our internet. There's been a big giant storm rolling through the San Antonio area. I got caught in it driving. But here we go. So this is going to be the blue. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it out of shadow of the phones. This is going to be our Caribbean blue. It's a nice deep, it's like a navy blue. Super duper sparkly. Okay, so those are the 4s. These are the 5s. Same color, next step up in size. Okay, so if you're just popping on, these are the Luminous Petals Itty Bitty Rhinestone Mix. Okay, so these are going to be your 4s, 5s, and 6s. It's mainly 4s and 5s. There's a few 6s in here, going in here. Okay, so here's the 5. Same thing. These are gonna have a slightly more flash on them because they're slightly bigger. So the bigger the stone, the bigger the flash that comes off of them. I feel like it keeps getting in the. Okay, let me see. I feel like you guys are gonna get a better view of it in the bowl. Cereal bowl, itty bitty is right. Yep. These are teeny tiny. Here we go. So you can see them up on here, on this side of the bowl. They're just a really pretty Caribbean blue. Yes, these are teeny tiny. Like I said, though, the 2s are the ones that are hard to see. These are doable visibility wise. That's why I said I might not ever get down to those 2s because that's going to be not darn near impossible. All right, now we're going to do the aquamarine. I am actually regretting that I didn't order more of this particular color because you'll see why. This is my jam. Okay, these are going to be our 4s and our 4s. Okay, we're going to give you SS 4s. So these will be showing up in future mixes because I will be ordering more of these. Get that one stone out. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. These are aquamarine. Very, 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 very teal, deep, dark aqua. I have a hard time determining between. I feel like these are more teal than aqua. Aqua is more blue and teal is more green. These are very, very teal and dark. My brain tells me teal is always much darker than aqua. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 packs of those. I'm not gonna worry about every stone. This one has this is the pack that I opened to scoop to test. so the stones are kind of everywhere right now. Okay, so those are our 4s, and then we're going to go in same color with the 5s. Hi, guys. Yes, that's using the 3s and the 4s and the 5s adds those tiny little details to really get in there and hit those details. Okay, these are and again, when I last looked, there was only 80 sets of these. You guys had already started shopping these heavily before the live even came on. It's only $3.50 per serving. It's a half a teaspoon serving, which sounds like very little, but it is a significant portion, and you can buy as many as you want. I wanted to stick around it's $3.65, and I wanted to stay under $4 per serving. That way, you guys can tweak your cart, and you can add $100 worth of these to your cart. You're not limited, but if you only need 1 or 2 of each set, you can get just 1 or 2 of each set and keep it in a low price range for you. So I wanted to make it accessible for all budgets to try to get these little, and these are glass, okay? Okay, there we go. So we've got the 4s and the 5s. We've got the blue and the aquamarine. These are your 3s and 4s. Separating these out using the stone separator that we have on our Amazon shopping list, size-wise, if you want to separate all your 4s from 5s, use that stone separator. It's going to work really, really well for you. Okay, now we're going to play. We're going in. Oh, wait, we'll do this one. We're doing some black. I'm adding some black to this one because I've got black in almost every single one of those designs. So we're doing some black SS4s. I'm not loading this mix down with the black. We're just making sure that it gets some blacks so you have them for like going around the butterflies or outlining the cross or something. But I wanted this stone mix to be lots of color in this one. So it is getting a little bit of black, but just a little. Okay, so that little bit of black. You know they're tiny stones when I'm just using my 1 finger to stir. Okay, here we go. Oh, I haven't, but I can right now. There you go. Miss Casanova. She doesn't have her ears on. She's in a meeting. This is your subscription. It's a howling moon. Wolf howling at the moon. We put some bats in there to make it a little Halloween-y, but without being straight Halloween. Not being on the nose Halloween. You guys, I know, it's so cute. Okay. She can't hear me, but. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to play. I've got my burgundy. These are going to be like your Dr. Pepper color. This is going to be like a deep black currant burgundy. These are your SS6s. These are only going in as SS6s. Okay, these are your burgundies. Okay, this is, like I said, this is going to be your black cherry, black currant, Dr. Pepper, burgundy-ish, maroon, amazeballsness. Okay, if you're just jumping in, this is the Itty Bitty Glass Rhinestone mix. Now, for the pièce de resistance, this one is one of my favorites of the full-size stones from this new vendor. I thought it was fitting to go ahead and start our first itty bitty mix using this one because I'm obsessed. Sorry, not this one that I'm doing. I'm trying to get all these aquas in there. That little bag was going to drive me nuts because I'm like, oh, I'm going to forget, and that's going to not get mixed in. And every stone counts, these glass stones. Every glass stone counts. All right. Okay. Now, this stone we're going to put in the SS4s. This is that rainbow stone that is like Mushu or no, Shinryu. It is a rainbow chameleon stone. And it is ridiculous. It's kind of like got the whole rainbow going through it as you pivot it around. So as you like put it on your tumbler, when you shift the tumbler the way the angle that it goes, you're gonna see all those colors pop out. I got too many stones in this tray. Okay, so if you hold it at one angle, it's gonna be one color, and then as you shift, it might not show as well in these tiny little stones on camera. But so for me right here, they're deep, deep, deep dark purple. Then they're like a kind of a cranberry maroon, and then they shift to like a little orangey yellow, and it goes back into like a green, and it shifts back around, and it comes right back around. So you're getting the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple all the way, depending on which angle that you hold this stone at. Okay, so those are the 4s. I'm going to show it to you with the 5s. It's probably going to show off a little bit better with the 5s on camera. Like in real life, it's doing it for me, but it's hard sometimes to catch on camera the colors. So let me add. So this is going to be the 5s. Oh, you know what I should do? Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Watch what I can do. I'm going to do this. Okay. Going to try not to make a mess or lose any of these stones. Sorry, this is like a delicate dance that I'm doing, so I don't lose any of these. Okay, so they are stuck to this plastic. That's why I was like, ooh, this is gonna be, they're like, got a little static. So this is them all condensed together. So you're gonna get like the purple blue, and as you shift, you can see the color shift on the stones. Oh, this one where it's like you've got a little bit of like the fuchsia, burnt orange, kind of green, red all mixed together. So pretty. And then back to the blue purple, and then shifting when you get to the side. When you get almost completely sideways, it looks the like lime green. So pretty. I know, Tish. You can use these on your nails. Heck yeah, you can. So that's this guy. And this, like I said, this is one of my favorite stones from this vendor. I wasn't sure if you're going to be able to see that color shift, but it does. This would be really pretty on any of those haunted mansion Halloween-y cups that we have put out, because it's so pretty. But like this rainbowy one, how pretty are these going to be on some of these super vibrant flowers? Or for me, it's like in the butterfly wings where there's a lot of colors in all the butterfly wings, and then doing the cross with the deep dark blue, and then going out here with your blues and your aquas, and then or maybe doing the rainbow stones around all the words. So pretty. And doing the peacock, like the eyes of the peacock with the rainbow, be so stinking pretty. These are SS4s, 5s, and 6s. So this is an itty bitty mix. It's under today's deals. It's right at the top of today's deals. Yep, this is going to be an itty bitty mix. It's 4s, 5s, and 6s. Okay. So you can see there's the blue, the purple blue. And as you shift it, you start getting that like orangey green. I wouldn't say it's red. It's more like a burgundy fuchsia. So it's like pink, slight like a pink, like a fuchsia or burgundy, kind of to a burnt orange, to a yellow, green, and then you have that blue and purple. Okay, I'm obsessed with those. Love it. Okay. So that is today's mix. So I chose the colors actually for this mix based on the rainbow stone. I picked colors that are going to complement it well. It is pretty, it's showing up pretty even on screen. It's showing up really pretty even on screen. What does even mean? Like it's showing really well? Okay. So like I said, I chose complementary colors because like I said, that orange in there is like more of like a burgundy. So I chose the colors for this mix based on that rainbow stone. Oh, it's showing all the colors. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So that guy's up there. Now, if you're just jumping in, the tumblers that we mixed, these are itty bitties. These are teeny tiny stones. These are 4s, 5s, and 6. There's a little bit of 6s. The burgundies are the 6s, but these are going to be dominated by 4s and 5s. Okay. They are only $3.65 per set. You can buy as many sets as you will need for your project. I cannot give you a gauge of like how many you need for a 20-ounce tumbler because I have no idea what design you're going to do, what tumbler you're doing, how much you're going to do. So you kind of need to gauge like if you're buying this tumbler and you're going to do all the flowers some way with some of these colors, you're probably going to need more as opposed to this one. If you get this one and you're like, I'm just going to do the cross and the lotus, or I'm going to get this one, I'm only going to go around the words, you don't need as many. So you're going to decide based on the tumblers that you choose how many stones you want. I mean, and this mix will go for pretty much, I would say almost any of our tumblers that we have out there. There's a few that are like, that I wouldn't choose, like the one that has the little luggage that's really like a mint green and a light pink. This probably is not going to be the jam for that one. Actually, the aquamarine is going to be perfect for that one. But like it will work beautifully for like our dragon tumblers, for our steampunk tumblers. It can go on even yesterday's tumblers. You can use it for the jack-o'-lantern's eyes, the rainbow colored ones. I would say, yeah, I moved a lot of them off my station yesterday. Oh my gosh, even this guy, the aquamarine. Ooh, the potion bottles with the rainbows. Yep, so many, tons of them. Like they're all around me. You got tumblers all around me, but yeah. So this is, like I said, they're only $3.65 a set. These are glass. I feel like these are going to go very, very quickly because they are only $3.65. There's only 43 left. So keep that in mind. They're going to go quickly. Can you see my comment? I can see that comment. Thank you, Rainy Hayes. I can't see the name on it. All I see is McLaughlin. Sorry, McLaughlin. Are they glass? Yes, Lily Bell, these are glass. These are glass. So glass always goes very, very quickly, you guys. Yes. So for everybody on Facebook, you guys are going to be the hardest ones for me to see your comments because I can only see your comments on this screen and I can only see one comment at a time. So if you comment and somebody else comments, I won't see your comment. I can literally only see like 2 lines. This thing is a mess. The website says rhinestone. I mean, they're rhinestones. Let me go check it. Oops, sorry. I don't think Alyssa really knew. Alyssa had a migraine today. And I wasn't really here today at the office because it's the girl's birthday. So I've been working up at the house and I've got the baby. So I I come down here for a little bit during the day, but I'm really working from the house. And then I had to leave for a while to go start for the birthday. How do I go about ordering? The website is right at the bottom of your screen. It's iwantglitter.com. Thank you, Tish. I fixed it. It says it's iwantglitter.com. And then you're going to click on today's deals. And this mix is going to be right at the top. Okay. It's going to be called Luminous Petals. There's no finished photo of it because I just mixed it. So we didn't have a photo of it. So we make a little icon for it. You'll see a little image for it. And then you can just order straight through there. If you're going to grab any glitters, the code on the bottom of the screen right here on the bottom of the screen, glitter 50, that's going to give you half price off of all the glitter on the website. So if you grab any glitters while you're there, just know you can put in that coupon code and it's going to make them all half price. Also, our free shipping starts at $25. So make sure your cart gets to at least $25 and then we're paying for your shipping. It doesn't help me to tell you guys that. It helps you guys. I actually would prefer you to pay for shipping. My shipping bill is generally about $250,000 a year. But no, I want you guys to get these crafts. We pay for your shipping if your order is over $25. If you can also add a free mini UVDTF to your order. So type in the word free before you check out and check out what's up. It'll pop up on the screen for you. That we have a little search option on the website, and the free mini UVDTF. You can add one of those to every single order that you place. Those are just little mini decals. And if you've never used a UVDTF, it's a great way to get a couple free with, like, if you place a couple orders with us, you can add one free and test them out and try them and see if you love them, and see what all the hype's about. They're addictive. Watch out. But we will send you one free. You just got to add to your shopping cart. Okay, so you got that. So we've got today's mix is an itty bitty mix. I couldn't think of one, like, what's smaller than micro, because we have micro mixes. Itty bitties are going to be 4s, 5s, and 6s, and micros are going to be 6s and 10s. And then our regular rhinestone mixes will be anywhere from the 4s all the way up to the 30s. Yeah, so this is an itty bitty mix. These are 4s, 5s, and a few 6s. Okay. Now, the other day, we did a mix. It was called, oh geez, give me a minute, because I'm not gonna remember what it's called. I'm gonna get it wrong for sure. It wasn't white as snow. Let me see. It was yesterday was white as snow. Sunset Skies. Okay, there's 21 Sunset Skies left. This is Sunset Skies. I told you guys it's so stinking pretty. This is a beautiful fall color. Okay, this is Sunset. Let me get the screen to. Okay, that's Sunset Skies. It's such a good fall mix. It's such a good fall mix. I told you guys I could absolutely do an entire tumbler in this and die happy. This mix actually matches this tumbler so well. This is my snow globe tumbler. I'm like, oof. So I started rhinestoning this on the live. I finished this section. I still wasn't going to do this section. Okay. This is called Sunset Skies. This is a resin mix. So if you missed this one the other day, and then yesterday, oh shoot, I gave Alyssa that the keychain. I told her I needed it back, but I bet it's still on her desk. I know, Deborah, they're gorgeous. Ah! Yes. So this is Sunset Skies, and like I said, there is only 21 of these left. 21 sets of these left. Okay. They're $12.25 for a 50-gram bag. If you're doing a 20-ounce tumbler, a 20-ounce straight, top to bottom, fully covered, you need 2 bags. If you're doing a 30-ounce straight, you need 3 bags to do the entire tumbler. Okay. If you want to just do details, like doing detail work on a tumbler, you obviously don't need as many. You're going to choose how many you need. But they're $12.25 per bag. So you can do an entire tumbler for like 25 bucks and have a gorgeous top to bottom blinged out fall colored tumbler with these guys. But there's only 21 sets of those left. And then we have the glass mix. So that was a resin mix, that one. And then we have the glass mix. That's the all white. And there's only 30 of these left. Now, I did the keychain with the mermaid tears, and then I did this one with the faceted stones. I don't know why this wants to pop off so yellow on camera. It's so funny because the way I'm looking at it now, I'm like, it's blue and pink. For some reason, the way the light hits it, it wants to turn it yellow. I mean, there's yellow in there, but it doesn't dominate it. It's definitely dominated by the blues. But it is an all white mix. It's crystal clear. And then there's they call it snow, faceted snow, and then the opal mermaid tears. This one is also in a 50-gram bag. If you're doing, but this one is glass, the white one. The all white is going to be all glass. So if you're doing a 30-ounce tumbler, you need 3 bags. Sorry, if you're doing a 20-ounce tumbler, you're going to need 3 bags. If you're doing a 30-ounce tumbler, you need 5 bags. Yeah, so there's a description on everything. So if you click into it, it will tell you the description. So like the whitest snow, the description tells you that it's mixed sizes from SS6s, SS10s, 16s, and 20, and it's sold as a 50-gram bag. Yep, it's all, how much you get is in the description of each message. Yeah. And like the little bitty itty bitty ones, it's a half a teaspoon, but it's a decent amount of stones. Half a teaspoon sounds small, but these rhinestones are small. And I could have done a full teaspoon, but I wanted to keep the price around $3.65. So I want to keep the price around $3.50, and we were able to get it $3.65 for half a teaspoon. And that way, if you want a full teaspoon, just order 2 orders of it, and you're getting the full teaspoon, and you're paying $7. But I didn't want to pigeon-toe everybody into having to spend $7 per set. I'm trying to keep it as inexpensive as possible to get the portions that you need. So you can buy 2, 3, 1, 7, 27. And then you can adjust your cart, okay? Because these are itty bitty. Not everybody's going to need a lot. A lot of people are going to just order 1 bag. I do recommend getting more than 1 bag because those rainbow stones, you're going to want a lot of them because they're super cool. Just saying. All right. All right, everybody. So, like I said, the white is, what did I say, down to 30 bags, and the I already forgot this one was called, you guys, White as Snow. Midnight Haze, was it? Ooh. Sunset Skies. Sunset Skies has 20. Okay. So yesterday's mix and the day before. So we got the resin. This is a resin. The white is a glass. And they're both have 30 or less sets each available. Okay. I'm just trying to give you guys a heads up of where everything's at. Okay. And then of course, with today, you have all the pre-sublimated tumblers, but they also come. This is one that match I love for today, especially with that rainbow stone. I was like, yes. Yes, here we go. So Christy, here's the black cup. That's so funny. Christy, our brains think the same. All right, so here is the black cup with all the colors. I thought this was perfect because you got the rainbow stones in there, but then you got the aquas and the rich blues and the burgundies. This is going to be beautiful on this cup. Okay, this comes as, you can buy it as a pre-sublimated tumbler. You can buy it as a vinyl wrap or a sublimation print. Okay, so you can do it yourself at home if you want. And then you have, this is the one I love. This one says, my worship is loud because my wounds were deep, and it has the beautiful cross with the butterflies. And you can buy it as a pre-sublimated tumbler, or you can buy it as a vinyl wrap or sublimation print. Okay. Vinyl wrap, sublimation print, or pre-sublimated tumbler. Okay. Next, we've got the peacock. This is the embroidered peacock, or what did I say? Embroidery, or what's the other thing? Needlepoint. Okay. Needlepoint peacock. I thought she'd be beautiful with it. You get some of those burgundy colors down in here, that Caribbean blue, the aquamarine here. So all those flowers, and then you can go in with the rainbow on the eyes of the peacock would be stunning. Okay, so you get that pre-sublimated vinyl wrap. Okay. Happy birthday to my girls. Yes. And then our fourth but not least tumbler. This is a big, beautiful cross. This is for anybody who loved the cross idea, but you don't necessarily vibe with the phrase. You can get the vinyl wrap, the sublimation print, or the pre-sublimated tumbler. Okay. If you're new to hanging with us, what we showing these for is not just so you buy them and you use them. You can. We don't care what you do with them once you get them, but we sell them to you guys so that you can do something like this with your stones and create something very unique and customized. Their birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, their birthday is tomorrow. Everybody, if you are the praying sort, throw some up for me and Ivan. We're supposed to be closing escrow tomorrow. It's still a question mark. My husband and our mortgage guy are the real MVPs here because I don't have the mental capacity to even deal with a quarter of it. They are handling it like champs every day. The underwriters give us some new loophole that we have to jump through and need new different documents or change this or do this or don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Oh my God, we need you to do this. It's been an absolute nightmare, but maybe fingers crossed we close tomorrow. Ivan thinks he's got it figured out today. Our tax accountant has been a champion through with us trying to like bob and weave with all the things that they're demanding of us. It's insane. So like, again, we still have no idea if we are going to own this house tomorrow or not, or if not even tomorrow, like next week. We might have to delay closing, but we have no idea. My kids are like, when are we moving? I'm like, I have no idea. No idea. We may be having to go back on the house hunt again, like because what'll happen is, if I don't know if you've never gone through escrow, it's a period where you're working on getting a loan and getting all the inspections done and done, and there's a close date when everything just goes through and the money shifts hands and the ownership shifts hands, and that's supposed to be tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, then you can extend your closing. I've had a closing extend 90 days. I was in escrow for 90 days, but it finally went through. I can't remember. It was 10 years ago. But so I'm like, I mean, we can extend it. We don't know if we need to. And there's always a chance that the seller is going to say, no, we will not extend it. We're just going to put it back on the market. So, which would be a bummer because I'd have to start the whole house hunt completely from scratch because our second place house that we wanted is no longer on the market. So I'm like, I mean, I would have just pivoted to that one if they say no, but now I have to start from scratch. So I want to order some glass beads you just made. These are the Luminous Petals. They should be right at the top of today's deal. So go to iwantglitter.com and click on today's deals. Okay. And then you're just going to open up a page of stuff and you're going to grab the Luminous Petals. Okay. The mermaid tears are gorgeous. That is no joke. Mermaid tears are amazing. I like gush over this new rhinestone manufacturer that we found because they are fantastic. Yes. So this is the Luminous Petals. And then the white mix from yesterday is White as Snow. And then Sunset Skies is the resin mix. That's like the really pretty fall, deep, rich fall colors. Yes, this is so pretty. Okay. It was fun hanging out with you guys. I want to say, I wanted to craft today, but I ended up doing a bunch of stuff for the girl's birthday and it threw me off and made me very late. We got caught in the thunderstorm, then got caught on the phone with Ivan. Just things happened today. I was fully planning. I need to get some tumblers glittered and get epoxy on, get some nice smooth glittered surfaces. You'll see why coming up soon. So I don't know that I'm going to be crafting with you guys tomorrow though, because it is the girl's birthday. So I'm going to be in full mom, spoil my kids. They are only going to have so many birthdays when they're young and they want mommy all in their business and doing these big things. I mean, they will always want the big things because they're my kids and I always want the big things. But there's only so many years when they're teeny and young, and so I'm going to make sure I make a big deal out of their day tomorrow. I can't see that whole question. Sorry. Let me bring comments back up. I see if you have time. If I have time. Can you show what the scoop of mix looks like in the bag if you have time? Yes. If you guys want to pause, I will go get a teaspoon thing scooper and a bag. I think I have bags on my table. I do. So let me go hunt the scooper down. I might not be able to find it because Alyssa might have stuck it somewhere for the crew to be able to use. It's not where I think it's going to be. I got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. Okay, got my scooper. Yep. Got my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. This is what your portion is going to look like. Okay. Sorry, they're stacked on top of each other, so it makes it. Let me tilt you guys down. Because when they bunch all up at the bottom, it doesn't help with you, like capacity, like how much you're getting. So this is how many of the stones you're getting. Okay. Does that help? Does that help you guys? Oh, look how pretty they are. Ah! Are they going to be 9 or 10? They're going to be 9. Tissue made me just double think because I'm like, oh my gosh, have I been telling myself they're going to be 9, but maybe I've convinced myself they're going to be 9, but they are 9 now and they're supposed to be 10 because I do that. Yes, of course. But no, they're 9 because I bought 3 9-year-old birthday candles, the 9s. I got 3 9s. Oh my gosh, I went to Dollar Tree. My favorite thing at Dollar Tree is the birthday balloons because they're so good with them. They're so cheap. It's like I have a car full of birthday balloons right now. I have all their birthday stuff in the car. Yeah. But really the girls, they forfeited having a birthday party and really all their presents because they want to go on a big shopping spree in California to deck out their rooms how they want. And so even my mother and my sister and aunties and everybody knows, like, they just want a shopping spree. They want to be able to get all the things for their rooms that they want. And so they all 3 said yes, yes. And they even asked me like, don't forget we want a credit card for our birthday. So I went and got each of them a Visa gift card so that they will have their own, because they know what my credit card, because they see me use them. So they're each going to have their own credit cards. It's so stinking cute. So I'm probably going to take them to like Dave and Buster's or something to go play video games tomorrow. And oh no, you know what? I'm sorry, that's not true. I lied. Because I do love doing that. But Diane is gonna be. She doesn't work on Fridays. None of my team works on Fridays, and so she's going to invite them to come. So I said, Diane, can we come swim at your house tomorrow? She's like, yeah, because my kids want to go swimming at her house. And she said, oh yeah, I'm home. That's fine. I was like, well, why don't you invite the girls for their birthday to come swim at your house? She's like, oh, okay. So then I left, and she's gonna invite them to come to her house for their birthday to come swimming. Hats off to you for raising those girls at the same time. I can't even imagine. Girl. And the funny thing is, I love that they're Velcro kids, but I also hate that they're Velcro kids. They are Velcro kids. They want to be inside my skin at all times. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I will just be sitting on the couch, and if I close my eyes for 30 seconds, I will open them up, and one will have wedged here, one will have wedged here, and one's hanging over the top of the couch, like right here. And we're not doing anything. I'm just sitting there. There's like a movie on or something. They don't just sit on the couch. They have to be touching me. And then there's Betty at my legs going like, at my legs. I have literally 8 hands on me at all times. Ivan messaged me this morning, so story time with Summer. Ivan messaged me. He's like, hey babe, I need you to call me. I know you're dealing with chaos right now. I was like, what chaos? And I took a picture of like down. I'm like, I'm just brushing my teeth. And I took a picture down, and all the kids were around my legs in my bathroom while I just brushed my teeth. I'm like, this is how my day goes. Like, so when he comes in at night, he goes, talk or no talk. I'm like, do not talk to me. Like, no talking, no sounds, no noises. If you open mouth chew next to me in bed tonight, you are going to die. So don't do that. He's an open mouth chewer. I swear to goodness, he did not do it when we were dating. I would never have said yes to a proposal. By the way, we joke about this. This is not me being serious. Him and I will literally he'll start eating something in bed, and I'm just staring at him. He's like, stop staring at me. I'm like, then stop, then close your mouth while you're chewing. Whack him with a pillow or something. He swears to goodness he doesn't. He's like, I have my mouth closed. I'm like, nope. But yeah, they're really intense. It's really intense. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, a lot of whining, and I am doing my darn best to gentle parent and to stay calm and to raise them and parent them instead of just losing my mind all the time. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And they're 3 completely different kids. They're all in the same developmental stage, but they are 3 completely different kids, personality wise. Just hands down. Sweetie chews with his mouth open too. Drives me nuts. Yeah, it only bothers me. It doesn't bother me all the time. I've just accepted that it happens. The main time it bothers me is when we're with other people and he's doing it, or he's talking and chewing with his mouth open. He just did it with our 2 new tenants that are moving into the blue house and our house that I'm moving. And both times he went and made it, he was eating a sandwich and he's talking to them. And I'm literally watching like avocado and bread just rolling around in his mouth. And I'm watching the 2 people that he's talking to and they're like, I guarantee you because they were like, oh my God. And then the second couple that's taking over, that's going to rent the ranch and the main house, they came and he made himself a bowl of soup. I mean, not a bowl of cereal. I'm like, can you just not eat when we have people over? I'm like, why are you eating? Because if you have not seen my husband, if you don't know my husband, he's very big. He's not fat. He's a very, very muscly guy. He works out at the gym every day. He's a gym tan laundry guy. I rag on my husband. We love each other to death. And we show love by teasing each other like mercilessly. But he works out, so he's a big, ripped, muscly guy. So he's hungry all the time. He eats like 10,000 calories a day. It's crazy how much he eats. I told Morgan, who works for me, what our food bill is a month, and she just about fell over. I was like, yeah. And 2/3 of it is just my husband. Because he eats very specific things too. He's got like all those super expensive protein bars and they're like $5 each and he'll just tank one. And then he goes and eats lunch still. And then a few minutes later, he's eating a protein shake that's $5. And he's eating a bag of chips and it's like nonstop. It's crazy how much food he eats. Diane, I just told her, I had it all ready for her to cook dinner. I was like, well, and if you think you might need more, there's 2 packs of this thing. You can do both packs of the pasta or whatever. She's like, oh, I'm going to cook it because Ivan's going to eat it all. She's learned to portion because she's learned to serve the kids huge portions of food, because if she serves them like a normal portion for them and they eat it, but then they're still hungry, when she goes back to get them more food, it's gone. He will literally come through the kitchen and just and it's gone. And she's like, oh my God. So Diane knows. Yes. So she's learned to give them a huge serving. And then if they don't eat it, he'll still eat it right off their plates, but at least they got what they needed. It's really funny. He's trained Diane. Or she'll come in and she'll be, do not eat that. Yeah. And then he swears he doesn't eat junk food. And then he just pile drives junk food into his mouth. But then he doesn't, I don't eat junk food. He tells people, I'm like, I'm a real clean eater. I'm really careful about what I eat. I'm like, I mean, you do carefully pick it up and then you just shove it in your mouth. But you're not careful about what you're actually eating. You'll eat literally anything. If I left a cake on the countertop, he'd eat the whole cake. Like the rest of the cake. But he swears he doesn't eat that stuff. He cracks me up. And I'm just over here being fat and happy. Oh man, sakes alive. No, I know. I look good. I'm just joking, you guys. I know I've lost a ton of weight this year after the baby. Almost 2 years now. Year and a half. She turns a year and a half in a couple days. All right, you guys, I gotta go because I told Diana I'd get her out. I gotta go. We're just hanging. Okay, if you are just jumping in, welcome to Storytime with Summer. This is not a normal live. This is me just hanging with you guys. This is Storytime by Summer, but the new mix is up on the website. This is an itty bitty mix. It's smaller than a micro mix. Micro mix is 6s and 10s. This is 4s, 5s, and 6s. Okay. 4s, 5s, and 6s. Itty bitty stones. Adorable itty bitty stones. And then there's 4 new tumblers up. There's 4 new, it's with the vinyl prints or the sublimation print or the pre-sublimated tumbler. And then there's new UVDTFs up on the website as well. All right. So have fun shopping. Happy Thursday. And I will see you guys at some point tomorrow. I have no idea what time I will be live tomorrow. or if I will be live, because it's a kid's birthday and there's no one here on the ranch and we don't have a nanny anymore. So I have no idea what tomorrow's going to look like. It depends on Ivan's work schedule. If he gets home at a normal hour and he can take over the kids, so I can jump down here. So we'll see. He worked from midnight. He went to work at midnight last night and he's still not home yet today. He works crazy hours. So, we never know what they're going to be. Every day is a guessing game. So I couldn't give you an idea for tomorrow, but I will see you guys later. Happy Thursday. Bye guys.